myself Professor K. N. Somavanshi. In last video, we have seen the basic of the CSS, okay, that is the cascading style sheet. Now, in the today's video, we will see the example of the cascading style sheet with CSS and without CSS. Okay, before that, we will just brief overview about the cascading style sheet. Cascading style sheet that describe the document on the screen, on the web page of the web application. So this is called as a cascading style sheet. It is the most important in the website designing. Also, it plays a very important role in to create a website that is in a dynamic way. Okay, so it is a very useful to create a dynamic web page. Okay, mean that CSS plays the very important role to create your dynamic website. Mean that using CSS we can apply some properties and the rule. We use some positioning properties and apply to the HTML document and HTML element. Also we apply the different types of the attribute that I have already seen in the last video. Okay, suppose you want to revise it, please go through the last video. Okay, now we'll continue with the your current point, that is a example of the CSS with and without CSS. Okay, now we see the example without CSS. Okay, how we can create a style sheet without CSS. Look at this example. So this is a without CSS. Without CSS example. With that without CSS, we can apply the style sheet to the web page. But there is a disadvantage of the without CSS is that much more code is required and it takes much more time and the complexity get increased and loading timing of the web page get also increased. Mean that end user get frustrated to using that particular site. Okay. Now we see the example without CSS. So these are the structure tag, that is a HTML tag, that is a outermost tag. A long form of the HTML is the hypertext markup language, and we start this tag with the starting syntax, and this is a closing syntax. Okay, so we close the HTML with the backward slash. Okay, so this is the outermost tag. Then after that there is a head tag. Okay, head tag, that is also called as a header tag. It describes the document about the HTML web page. Okay, mean that it plays a very important role. Okay, that is it also describes the document type definition. Okay, mean that it header that pass your document to the your server. Okay, while processing the your information. Okay, so this is the second tag, that is a head tag. Okay, next tag is that title tag. Title tag have the starting tag and the closing symbol. Okay, in that we put up the title. Okay, for example, this is a welcome title. Okay, so welcome will be displayed on the title bar when we execute your web page. Okay, so welcome, this statement will be executed on the title bar. Okay, for example, so this is your web page and here is the title bar. Okay, means that here is the title bar. Okay, so this is a welcome name will be displayed here. Okay, that is a welcome. So this is a title is the also we can say that this is a structure tag. Next, there is a body tag. That is the most important tag of the HTML structure tag. Body tag that basically plays a very important role to describe your web document on the web page or describe your element. Okay, mean that we embed the different element inside the body tag. Okay, mean that this is a body tag. We embed the different element inside your body tag. Okay, and actual information of the body tag will be displayed on the web page. Okay, so this is a body tag. In body tag we apply the different element. Okay, and last one is that the close tag means that we close the your HTML. Okay, means that we save your HTML file with the .html extension. Okay, .html extension. Or also there is another way we store your save your HTML file .html extension. Means that we save your HTML file in two ways, .html and .html extension. Okay, remember this .html and .html extension. So currently we are see the without CSS. Okay, so look at it. This is the paragraph tag, and you want to apply the properties to the paragraph tag. Okay, with that style. Okay, mean that we apply the style without CSS. Okay, so this is your font tag, font base, Arial. Okay, that is the value. Okay, and these are the statements. For example, KKW. KKW is a statement. Means that font base will be applied to this KKW and close the font and close the T. Okay, so this is the example without CSS. Without CSS. Okay, means that we apply the CSS, style sheet in this way also. Okay, but next method is that apply the style sheet with CSS. Okay, with CSS. With CSS means that we define the style rule in separate file. Okay, for example, style rule in separate file. For example, this is a txt file. Okay, and we define the style rule in separate file. That separate file contain selector. For example, this is a selector, opening curly braces, closing curly braces, and in that we define properties and value that apply to the selector. Property colon value that apply to the selector. Okay, with CSS means that we create a CSS file in separate way and define the separate definition for that CSS. Also, we can apply the CSS file in HTML document also. Mean that we apply the style, we include the style in HTML document also. Okay, there are different ways to apply the style to the HTML document. But before that, we will see the example with the CSS. Okay, now look at this same code. Okay, how we can apply the style using the CSS. Okay, for example, this is a p tag, p style equal to, okay, then font face colon Arial semicolon and close the style. Okay, close the style. So this is a way to apply the style sheet with CSS. For example, here is the statement. Okay, that is a KKW. Means that we apply the style to the KKW. Okay, so this is an example using CSS and without CSS. That is a with CSS and without CSS. Okay, so please remember this. Now we'll see the different types of the CSS. Okay, different types of the CSS. There are three types of the CSS. Different types of the CSS. There are three types of the CSS. First CSS is the external CSS. Second one, internal CSS. And the third one is inline CSS. Inline CSS. Okay. So these are the three types of the CSS. Okay, that is the cascading style sheet. First one is the external CSS. internal CSS and inline CSS. This is also called as a positioning the CSS in the HTML document. There are different ways to positioning the CSS in the HTML document. Okay, now we see the external CSS. What is the external CSS? External CSS means that we define the separate file. Okay, and in that we write the CSS rule, and that separate file, the reference of that separate file will be included into the HTML file using the link element. So this is called as the external CSS. Next one, internal CSS means that the syntax of the internal CSS and external CSS is the same, but the rules we define for the internal CSS in the header tag, that is the head element of the your HTML structure tag, that is called as the internal CSS. And we define the internal CSS using the style tag. Okay, mean that style type txt/css close the style. And last one is the inline CSS, mean that we directly apply the CSS to the that style. Apply the CSS to the that style. Okay, so this is called as the inline CSS. Okay, now we'll see the example how we can apply the CSS. External CSS. For example, this is your external file. There are, for example, there are div tag. In that color tag, that is the color property and red, and closing the this external CSS, and we apply this external CSS to the HTML document. Okay, for example, this is your HTML document, and that document contains your HTML code, and we apply this style using the reference link element under the head section. Link element head, close head, and here we specify the link element and close the link. Okay, mean that we give the reference of this file in the link element, and that property will be applicable to the that HTML page. Okay, so this is called as the external CSS. The syntax of the link element is that link rel means that relation next type, that is the txt slash and the reference href, means that we give the reference of this file. For example, this is a kkw.css, means that we give the reference of this file here, that is the href kkw.css. Next one is the internal CSS. Okay, that internal CSS directly means that we directly write the code under the HTML document. That is the internal CSS. For example, style type equal to txt/css, and we apply the internal CSS here under the head tag. Under the head tag. Okay, so this is called as the internal CSS. In that we apply the style here. And last one is that inline CSS, means that we directly apply the style to the element. For example, P is the element. Okay, P style equal to color red. Okay, mean that this style is applied in this way. This is called as the inline CSS. Okay, so this is about the types of the CSS. Thanks. In next lecture we will see the different selector in the CSS. Okay, thank you.